on your report. The Board of Leaders has approved your special team of Galaxy Rangers. Each will utilize the new Series 5 brain implant. When charged, the microcircuitry in your badge will trigger this implant.
It's my gut, and it's telling me something.
What's it telling you, bro?
It's telling me that I'm on to something. And that means it's time to dig deeper.
With your brain shovel?
That's right.
Robin, I think it's time to stop.
I knew it. Something.
The symbol of the Illuminati.
Yes. Master Detective.
The Illuminati's plan for world domination. All laid out. You were right.
Of course I was.
It was only a matter of time. I suppose there's no harm in walking you through our plan for world domination. We did work hard on it. It all starts here, with the banks.
I don't care about the bank.
You enslave your child, your wife, your mother. There isn't anything that you ever had. There isn't anything that you own. There isn't any right that you possess that they're not planning on taking away. Sheeple. Your sheeple. And your children are going to be slaughtered if you go along with the program. It's time to wake the town and tell the sheeple. We're being led like sheep to the slaughter. What is the purpose? A new world order. The United States of America is controlled by this evilarchy. They control the money system. They control the State Department. They control the presidency.
So they have a plan to give us a new age, world, global, occultic religion. They're going to have been deceived so greatly that they'll actually think it's something good. In fact, the whole New Age movement, the New World Order crowd is telling people that the 666 mark of the beast is the most elite thing that could ever happen to them.
No cash. Cashless society. It's ready to go. Disease could be created. In essence, this is what he was saying.
We have new strains of virtually everything that's drug resistant or drug.
I'm not worried about the old diseases. I'm worried about the ones that they create to bring down the population of the world. They simply want to exterminate them. But that they consider them to be useless eaters.
Words are very important to the Illuminati. These things are manufactured purposely for a purpose. And so I'm saying that there is something organized and directed, and it's here in this country.
Future shocker biochip. And this is what Anthony showed you earlier, a biochip. That's an injectable computer chip. An economic mark in the back of our right hands or in our foreheads.
You've got a choice. You can join in this fight, or you can die as a slave.
I suppose there's no harm in walking you through our plan for world domination. We did work hard on it. It all starts here, with the banks.
We have regulatory capture. Just look at how banks write banking laws, how big pharma funds the FDA, how defense contractors shape foreign policy. The military-industrial complex isn't a conspiracy theory, it's a business plan. And every war, every conflict, every arms deal is profit. Then there's the dollar itself. Once the undisputed king of global trade. But now, BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa are actively moving to de-dollarize. They're building alternatives to SWIFT. They're trading oil in yuan. They're launching gold-backed settlement systems. The petrodollar, which for decades forced the world to buy oil with U.S. currency, is unraveling. And when the world no longer needs our money to buy oil, the dollar will lose global demand. That's when the inflation we export to other countries comes flooding back home. This is the real reason why central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, are being quietly developed. They are not about innovation. They're about control. They represent a new financial cage where every transaction is tracked, every purchase can be denied, and your access to money can be restricted at will. It's programmable currency in a surveillance state, and it will be sold to the public using the same language they always use. Safety, equity, and fighting crime. But make no mistake, this is digital feudalism.
Welcome back. When was the last time you wrote an actual check or bought something with cash? Swiping and tapping our cards and our apps are not just the easiest way to spend money, they're the safest way, unless, of course, we misplace our phones or our wallets, and then it's a nightmare. It is hard to misplace your hands, however. And soon your hand may be all that you need to buy anything that you can afford and many things that you can't. Because a company called Walletmore is developing a very teeny tiny chip. You see it there in the X-ray? That should creep you out.
Meanwhile, America's social fabric is tearing apart. Trust in government is at historic lows. Crime is rising in cities hollowed out by bad policy and hopelessness. The media, both mainstream and social, have turned into psychological operations. Divide and distract. Manipulate and medicate. Keep the population emotionally occupied while the pillars of the system are sawed off behind the scenes. This isn't incompetence, it's deliberate mismanagement. So what happens next? The cycle is simple. Debt spirals lead to either default or hyperinflation. Default means the U.S. admits it can't pay and the global financial system implodes. Hyperinflation means the government keeps printing, destroying the dollar's value until it's worth less than the paper it's printed on, which it already is. Either outcome ends the current order, and in that chaos, a reset will be proposed. A new system, likely global, where your digital identity, health records, carbon footprint, and money are merged into one centralized control hub.
Listen to this. Instead of carrying your wallet in your back pocket or your purse, a tech company wants you to keep it under your skin.
All right, so let's explain here. Walletmore is selling microchips implanted in your hand as an alternate payment. Could this be the future? Maybe. Once you set up your card info in the company's app, look at this, it says payments could be as easy as swiping your hand over a card reader. Right now, chips are not sold in the U.S. Crazy.
They will call it progress. They'll call it the solution. But it will be a prison dressed up as utopia. This isn't fear-mongering. It's forecasting, based on math, history, and human nature. Empires don't last forever. Currency systems collapse every few generations. Governments rot under the weight of their own corruption. We're not special. We're just next.
The animals.
Really? I don't know. I'll stop all our domination plans. I'll pull my lizard men out of Congress. We'll stop using Hollywood to hasten the New World Order. Just let me go.
A small identification chip will be implanted under the skin. This will be mandatory for all natural humans. Those who fail to register will be considered enemies of the Neo-Sapien government and will be dealt with accordingly.
Large,
Any jerk can see they're on their way to a concentration camp.
advanced Neo-Sapien technology has made the implantation.
Based on your report, the Board of Leaders has approved your special team of Galaxy Rangers. Each will utilize the new Series 5 brain implant. When charged, the microcircuitry in your badge will trigger this implant. Each of you has unique abilities which will be amplified in extraordinary ways. Your implant will turn your advanced bionics into a powerful weapon.
I'm ready. My wife. I've got to bring her back home.
Doc Hartford.
Yeah, I am ready.
Your implant will make you a computer wizard, conjuring fantastic computer programs. Implant will strengthen your psychic senses.
The human race faces grave dangers from beyond the stars.
Shane Gooseman, your implant will trigger advanced internal biodefenses that will make you nearly invincible.
Stand by for action. Our time has come.
Zachary? Sir. The implant is still experimental, but your team is the best chance we've got.
We are the only chance.
Band-Aid on her. She's chipped.
And just around the next high-tech corner, an electronic chip like this that can be implanted under your kid's skin.
Pope Benedict XVI and his security detail will reportedly begin using RFID technology to begin tracking priests and employees at the Vatican. The move to use the tracking technology comes after the Pope's butler stole sensitive documents from his apartment last year and gave them to the news media. Meanwhile, the Vatican will begin tracking its employees next month.
I had a friend, Nick Rockefeller, okay, who was one of the Rockefeller family, and he, when I was running for governor in Nevada, he came to me, introduced himself to me through an attorney, and we became friends. We started talking about things, and I learned an awful lot from Mr. Rockefeller. And one of the things that we used to talk about was the ultimate plan of the banking industry, what they wanted to accomplish. The whole agenda is to create a one-world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is getting me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy foods.